Hi there, welcome to Kneppy Invest and welcome to another answer and reply video where I go through your questions and try to answer them to the best of my ability. Also go through your comments that have no questions and try to reply to those to the best of my ability. So what I'm going to do in today's video, because I'm recording this on Friday, December the 13th, and I am time constrained, have to keep this to about 25 to 30 minutes. So what I thought I'd do is I'll just go to the very first comment, the most recent comment release, and then just go down. So for those who are maybe waiting for my reply or answer to your question released or given to me maybe 1 month ago, you might have to wait a little bit more. Anyway, so Rick Thelian says, just to note, Metcash, MTS ex-dividend today, 8.5 cents. I completely missed that. So we would expect the share price of Metcash to be down about 8 cents. So 11 cents. So a little bit more than the dividend, but that's probably because franking credits, something like that. So that's understandable why the share price is down. And he also mentioned, what else has he mentioned here? Oops, I lost my PWR and APE up 1%. So we saw this with Ventia services, share price down 22% yesterday. 22.56% yesterday. And I did mention I thought the market was overreacting. Really overreacting because Downer was not down all that much. And let's see if Downer was up. Yeah, up a little bit. And sometimes you do see this where the market completely overreacts and then you get a really good bounce. And I wish I had the confidence that it would bounce because I was thinking of taking a position in Ventia, just a short-term trading position in anticipation of the bounce. I maybe didn't expect this sort of bounce. So let's have a quick look at chart for Ventia. I am trading this company right now, and there is a chance I will get out. Funny enough, the share price actually opened this morning at 313. So this bounce was nearly 20% from low this morning. So what a bounce. Let's have a look at the 5-minute chart just to verify that. Yeah, the share price opened down 6% this morning, and the bounce, beautiful bounce. And look at the volume coming in the last few hours. This is telling me that, yeah, the market has reacted. And the low was this morning on open. And as Rick mentioned, the other two companies had a bad day yesterday were PWR Holdings, not PWR Holdings, Peter Warren, and I always want to say APE Eagers. I'm pretty sure it used to be called APE Eagers. Now it's called Eagers Automotive, both up 1%. Let's just confirm that because this was a little bit, a couple of hours ago. Yeah, Peter Warren and Eagers Automotive. Yeah, both up. That's good. You don't want to see another really big down day for these companies. That would be pretty negative. Anyway, so thank you for that, Rick Thelian. Brian Curl, thank you for your guidance and sharing your knowledge. I couldn't blame you for a down day because one of my holdings is Vection Technologies. Looking good. I think I saw it mentioned recently. I've done a few videos on Vection because they're in virtual reality and augmented virtual reality. And I think this company definitely has problems. There it is. October 2020 is the first time I did a video on this company. Vection Technologies, virtual reality company on the ASX. And I'm pretty sure I've done a few other videos on this company, maybe not standalone videos, but I have been following this company for a while. In fact, at one point in time, I was a shareholder and the share price moved into the downtrend. I just had to sell. Anyway, the chart has been looking good. The one thing I'd like to see from the company is some profitability and some cash flow. And on occasion, I do see Appendix 4C from the company that I don't like at all. And I have a feeling the most recent one was one I don't like. So Vection Technologies up another 7% today. Share price has tripled in a fairly short period of time, I'm pretty sure. And so new contracts with Nestle and Natuzzi. I'm not sure what Natuzzi is. Anyway, let's have a look at the most recent Appendix 4C. They do release a lot of price-sensitive announcements, a lot of new contracts, that sort of thing. And I just want all these new contracts to be or to translate to their financials. So this is the most recent Appendix 4C. Really nice cash receipts, up to $8.5 million. My one concern is $8.5 million in receipts, $10.3 million in product manufacturing and operating costs. And I have seen this on a few Appendix 4Cs from this company, where their costs, their product manufacturing and operating costs, well exceed the receipts of customers. Now, that could be a good thing moving forward. That could mean the receipts for customers over the next few quarters could be quite high. Maybe they're spending for that. Anyway, so the company is still operating cash flow negative, still free cash flow negative as well, still burning through cash. That's probably my only red flag I have against this company. Now, when you look at the chart, however, completely different. Vection Technologies looks pretty good. A really good bounce off 2 cents. It's gone up 50% since then. I wish I had the cooners to actually buy on that dip. Really good volume. That's the one thing I look at. When you see the share price rallying like this, look at the volume and look at the sustainability of the volume. We've seen it remain high. And just compare that to the rest of 2024. No volume. The market was not interested in this company as the share price kept on falling. And when we started to see some volume coming in, that was on the 21st of October. That was the first sign. A really big volume coming on that day. So for those shareholders in Vection, doing really well. Glad to hear it. VR5 Daddy just bought 1,000 shares of Ventia. See how it goes. Well, if you bought 1,000 shares on Ventia yesterday, you might have been, particularly if you're following on open, you might have been going, dang it. But at close, I'm pretty sure you're loving life. So Ventia, if you did not sell, so if you bought 1,000 shares, it's gone up 36 cents. You've made some nice money today. Did you say 1,000 or 10,000? 1,000. Okay. So you've made some okay money today. So congratulations, VR5 Daddy. Is it just a trade or is this a longer term position? And if it's just a trade, are you thinking of selling, taking profits, or are you just going to hold for the long term? Daisuke says a deep dive into Sigma Healthcare would be cool. I'll do a deep dive into Sigma Healthcare when this merger actually goes through and I see the first financials from Chemist Warehouse. I'm not sure we have that just yet, but I want to see that. I'm pretty sure, oh, there's a big scheme meeting and scheme booklet released today, 4:23 p.m. So we're talking about 30 minutes ago. 403 pages. I might actually go through that just to see if we do see any sort of, in fact, I'm going to open up right now. Might take a while just to see what sort of information is in this particular 403-page document. And I'm just going to wait to see the financial state of Chemist Warehouse. I have a feeling it's pretty good. And the other question would be, is this merged entity overvalued or is it good value? I have heard some people say they think it's undervalued. I find that hard to believe because when I did look at the merged entity when they announced this particular merger, I thought below $2 was overvalued and well overvalued. Let's see if this announcement is. What I'm looking for is just to see if it's like similar to a prospectus. And I have a feeling it might be. Oh, there we go. What? I'm just looking at the contents here. So we have overview of the transaction, industry overview, information about Chemist Warehouse. Don't care about the information about Sigma, overview of the merged group, prospectus lodged in connection with the transaction. Why is that only 2 pages? And a lot of annexures. Anyway, so I'll go through this. So no deep dive just yet into Sigma, i.e. Chemist Warehouse. I'm pretty sure they'll change their name. Pretty sure they will. MAP 0V0, is China controlling the graphite price? Given the low price, is it worthwhile for Syrah to produce anything? Probably answer that is no. Maybe the political situation is convenient. We also got an answer here. As far as I know, natural graphite is pretty much dead at the moment with low prices low. The better option seems to be synthetic graphite, which I believe China dominates. That's why Novonix is interesting. Synthetic graphite based in US, so will bypass the tariffs next year. Yeah, I know nothing about graphite, know nothing about synthetic graphite, natural graphite. All I know is every single time I look at Syrah resources, particularly their Appendix 5B, I just go, oh, yeah. That's my exact thoughts is, yeah. Let's have a look at the most recent one, released on the 30th of October, September 2024, quarterly activities and cash flow report. Don't care about the activities. I just care about the cash flow report. And it's, ew, here we go. Let's have a look. So we also, current quarter and 9 months. So in the current quarter, $8 million in receipts, Operating cash flow negative, almost $20 million. For the year to date, 9 months, receipts, $26 million. Operating cash flow negative, $63 million. And they are in production, and just have a look and compare receipts to production. So they are burning through cash just by being in production. So the question is it worthwhile for Syrah to produce anything? I reckon the answer to that is no, but again, I'm not an expert. So thank you for that question, and thank you, Mr. Hypo, for that particular reply. And there's another reply from Fantastico. Is graphite as a node required for all kinds of battery chemistry and form? I have no idea. Way over my head. I'm not the person to answer that. So, anyway, DevShah4030 says, no offense, but this is one of the reasons I no longer buy any stocks of ASX listed mining companies. Why do you hope that's no offense? I probably tend towards you. I tend towards actually owning no mining companies, but definitely this is a reason to own no mining companies that have operations in Africa, because there is a sovereign risk. I understand that. And I could not blame anyone who would say, where's your operations? It's if it's in Africa, no way. You should not be offending anyone by saying that. If anyone is offended by what you've said there, I'm offended. Yes, I'm offended. That's why I hate when people say you can't offend anyone by saying, this joke or something like that. It could offend someone. Well, that's offending me by saying that. Anyway, so where does it stop? Anyway, have been burned a few times in the past due to similar events. Yes, I have. And you're using your past experience to guide your future choices. That's not a bad thing at all. So no offense. No offense. No one should take offense. Black Dragon, is that like a play on Black Dragon? I have no idea. Black Dragon, any thoughts on Novonix? Looking like a good buy right now. Also love the videos. Okay, I'm only going to give a technical update to Novonix. I still think it's more of a story stock than anything else. The reason I say that, they do have a little bit of receipts and revenue, but they're still well short of what I'm looking for. Now, maybe they will ramp up. They've just done a capital raising, I'm pretty sure. Where's the most recent cash flow report? And so the main thing I'm looking for here is any sort of inflection point. That's what I'm looking for with Novonix. Now, if they are moving towards an inflection point, the chances are I will get in a little bit later than everyone else. But I need to see the chart moving in the right direction as well. So if you have a look at the most recent Appendix 4C, receipts 2.5 million and still burning through a lot of cash. So for me, and because I'm becoming a little bit more risk averse, more heading towards buying companies who are either profitable, generating cash flow, that sort of thing, or companies that are on the precipice of getting to that point. I'm staying out of companies like this, but that's just me because of my risk profile. Anyway, so for me, not a good buy right now, based off my trading, based off my investing rules. Now, the only way I would get involved in Novonix is if I see the chart moving in an interesting way. So let's have a look at the chart for Novonix. Now, they just did a capital raising, and I was a little bit interested just before they did capital raising because the share price went up 20 or 30% on the 25th of November. And I thought this has the hallmarks of a bit of a breakout. And then the next day they announced a capital raising, and the share price has taken a bit of a hit down to 60 cents. So the other way to play this is the share price has fallen a lot. At about 54 cents, so between 53 and about 57 cents, is a nice little support zone for Novonix. That's the lows the company has seen twice in the past year. So the share price is not that far from there. So you could maybe make the argument that the share price has not much more to fall from here before it hits a really strong support level. And so maybe the share price will move into an uptrend from here. So on that instance, not my favorite sort of setup, but I could imagine the share price finding some support between here and 50 cents. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's a good buy zone. So just by looking technically, I would say, yeah, I'd say it's almost in a really good buy zone for Novonix. Yeah. Charlie Vane says Ventia is an early Christmas present. So even though the share price dropped 23%, and I said the market might be overreacting, this is the other thing you have to take into account. Uh, a lot of maybe value investors or people who just like good value would see this drop as an opportunity to buy into this company, particularly if they thought Ventia was a high quality company. If we just have a look at the chart, I actually don't know about the P ratio. So 14.2. I would, if I had to guess, the damage in regards to this, what was it called? What was it called? A cartel, price fixing cartel. I think the damage, the worst case scenario would not be that bad for Venture. So I do think a fall in or drop in the share price 22% was a real big overreaction from the market. And yeah, I could say and even think that this is a um, good value proposition moving forward. Yeah. It all depends on why you're buying into a company. Do you think this is a longer term hold? And this could be a good time to buy. If it's a trade, maybe you're expecting a bounce, and then you could just trade the bounce and then sell in the next few days if it bounces even more. Yeah, sort of depends on your situation and why you bought some shares. Sensei has done his usual emoji thingies. Landy Lee says PRN looking nice. That's Perenti. I am trading Perenti. So let's have a look at the chart for Perenti. Perenti. So this used to be called Ausdrill. Ausdrill had the ticker code ASL. Now the ticker code ASL is held by Andean Silver. Anyway, let's have a look at the chart for Perenti. And yes, I do like this chart. There's me buying a little bit later than probably I would have liked to, but I got in. So $1.17, share price is up over 10%, between 10 and 15% from when I bought. And we have seen the market pull back this week. Perenti share price has actually pulled higher. That's a good sign. That shows there's a bit of strength in this company. So a mining services company, mostly drilling, but this is a nice looking chart for Perenti. And now Landy Lee is absolutely right. It's looking nice. Ruth Gonzalez. Okay, I get a lot of these and I just delete them. Remove. Kapow 4 says, your thoughts on Delorean and SKS Technologies. What do you want in regards to both of these? Okay, so I'll be honest with you. I am trading both. So I'll give my thoughts on both companies right now in terms of technicals because I am trading both. I think there's also an argument that, yeah, the reason I'm trading them and I don't own them, I won't own these companies for the long term is I don't think these are high quality companies just yet. Maybe in the future they will be considered high quality companies, but just not yet. And I'm only willing to hold high quality companies for the long term. And when I say high quality companies, I'm talking about maybe CSL on Australian on the ASX, CSL, Pro Medicus, although Pro Medicus is so expensive. In America, we're talking about Alphabet, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Eli Lilly, Novo Nordisk, which is not in America. That's in Denmark, I think. Anyway, I don't consider these companies, Delorean, SKS Technologies, to be high quality companies. There's many reasons for behind that. Anyway, so I am willing to trade them, however. So because I'm not willing to hold them for long term, I will trade them. And both charts still look pretty good. So that's me buying Delorean at 9.8 cents. Share price dipped back below 10 cents. And I thought that's an opportunity to buy this company because I thought it would get well beyond 10 cents. And it's done that. I have no concerns about this chart just yet. It has pulled back, got to a high of about 21, 22 cents, has pulled back, but that's not a concern because we have seen the share price of this company pull back many times. This is the fourth time when it broke out. So the breakout for this company was the 23rd of July. And the share price actually went up to a high of 11 cents and then pulled all the way back down to 5.5 cents. Share price actually dropped 50% on the first pullback. That can happen. And you notice also when the share price moves into the short to moving average channel, this is that first green shaded area, and that is a support area. It's done it now a few times and it's in that area right now. So this could be an add to your trading position in this company. Now, also maybe share price has been going sideways for about a month. This could be a consolidation phase, and maybe this is the end of the uptrend for Delorean. Okay, and the other one was SKS Technologies. This is another one I'm trading. First did a video on this company probably 3 or 4 years ago. Share price broke out last October on news that they were moving into the data center area. And that's why we started to see share price starting to increase. Before that, shares in this company were illiquidly traded. Not much interest in the market. I can definitely see the volume increase since then. Pretty nice increase in volume. Share price has remained in an uptrend. We did see a pretty interesting pullback. I bought on this pullback. This is one occasion I did buy on a pullback, and the share price has gone higher. I didn't buy at the bottom, unfortunately. The bottom was actually $1.06. Oof. So I bought $1, bought it on this little pullback, and I do have a sell price at $1.60. I don't have a sell price for Delorean, I don't think yet. Did I put it in yet? No, I do, at 12 cents. So all companies are trading, I should have a sell price. And for SKS Technologies, I have it at $1.60. I'd be not nervous, but I'd be way more wary about this company's chart if the share price drops to that level. And the share price has been going higher. I'd like to see the share price get above $2.20. That would be a good move for this company. And the company keeps releasing good announcements. Okay, so that's those two companies done and dusted. Just James Dean says APE has hit resistance and merely pulled back. Damn annoying times two. Director received 12 million shares. Which director was that, huh? Let's have a look. Was that what's his name? What's his name? The Nick Scalia, wherever he's not Nick Scalia. Nick Politis, that's it. I'm not seeing anything for Nick Politis there. There it is. Change of directors interest notice. Politis, 13th September. That's 3 months ago. He might have sold some shares, maybe. Or no, he acquired shares. That's a good sign. At 992. 992. And the share price right now is. Let's see if he bought near the bottom. Oh, he did. He bought near the bottom. Oh, Nick Politis. What a man. What a man. Buying near the bottom. The bottom was actually about 978. Oh, geez. That's yeah. Anyway, the chart does look better than it did back then. And I was looking at that company at that point and thinking, oh, there could be some good value here. That's exactly what he thought 3 months ago. On the 13th of September, 2024, my sister's birthday, by the way. Anyway, Liam Jones, director's buying in heaps of shares to Pilbara. Something's coming. So this could be a good sign. This could be a good sign. If all directors are buying, this would be a really good sign. So let's have a look at the announcements. Share price down 4.24%. So change of directors notice. Change of directors notice. Quite a few recently. So are they buying en masse? Now, in market index, they do have, down the bottom, they should have directors buying section. Dividend history, directors and management. There we go. And doesn't look like that. No, that directors, how long they've been in. Here we go. Directors transactions. And we can see directors transactions, exactly what it says. Within 5 business days. So this is not completely up to date. So last one was the 9th of September. And there's been a few others since then. So let's have a look at the one on the 12th of September. There's only been one since then. So let's have a look at the one. Has more directors been buying? Dale Henderson has bought 500,000 more shares. Did he buy it on market? Yes, he bought on market. So when I ever see this sort of announcement, director's interest notice, so I look at number acquired or number disposed, but I also look how nature of change on market purchase of ordinary shares. That's the best sign. So they are continuing to buy. Dale Henderson. Let's go back to this one. He just keeps on buying. And yeah, they keep on buying. So that should be a good sign. Now, just because it should, by the way, this is the most shorted company on the ASX. I'm pretty sure it still is. Shortman. By the way, this will be my last comment of the day. We're getting to 25 minutes long. Oh, it's not. It's a third most shorted company on the ASX. So it was the top. Now it's been overtaken by Paladin and Boss. So the market's a little bit negative about uranium. Well, there's Syrah Resources, not surprised there. IDP Education, Mineral Resources, Dominoes. Anyway, so Pilbara no longer the most shorted company, and we have seen shorted interest drop from 20% down to 13. That tells us the shorters unwinding their positions. Typically, when they do that, you might see the share price rally, but for Pilbara, it has not. In fact, the share price just keeps on dropping. So even though directors are buying, the market's just not yet convinced. By the way, there is a nice little support level at $2 for this company. So it's not far from $2. So it's about 10% higher than $2. That's a nice support level for this company. If it drops below that, ooh, not good. Okay, so that's all I have for this particular answer and reply video. If you have any questions, any thoughts, leave those in the comment section of this video. Otherwise, I'm not a financial advisor. If you need financial advice, make sure you seek out someone who is qualified and can speak to your own financial needs. That's it for this video. Have a good day. Bye.